The first topspin debuted in 1990 at Oktoberfest in Munich, Germany under showman Peter Bausch with the name Topspin 1. It had been inspired by Vekoma's Canyontrip ride, which had debuted 3 years prior in 1987. The Topspin 1 was an instant hit, and other traveling models soon debuted at fairs around Europe in the following years. By the mid-1990s, it was rare to visit a European fairground that didn't feature one. Eventually, permanent amusement parks noted their success and began adding topspins to their ride lineup. In 1993, the first topspin opened in the United States at Geauga Lake, called Texas Twister. While traveling topspins were a hit with European fairgrounds, only one ever traveled in the United States, and this was the showman's straight shows. The rides were not very portable compared to many other US rides, and in the US, where travel restrictions on rides in large trailers are much stricter, this ride was a tough sell. Topspins became a hit with the American amusement parks though. In the 1990s and early 2000s, almost 20 were installed across the US. As time went on, parks and showmen had trouble maintaining their topspins. The sheer mass of the gondola loaded with riders combined with the intense forces exerted put substantial wear on the structure and motors. This combined with the amount of moving parts caused significant downtime for a lot of topspins. While topspins were very popular with the public to watch, opinions on the ride experience were mixed, with many members of the general public finding the extreme forces found on the ride to be uncomfortable. These factors caused many parks to remove them through the 2010s. As of 2026, there are no Hoos topspins still operating in the US. At its debut, Hoos had an instant success on their hands, and looking at the ride itself, it's no wonder why. Topspins have a reputation for being very intense. Just approaching the ride, it's very intimidating, with later installations featuring water or even fire effects. The original topspin model stands at 16.5 meters or 54 feet tall and takes up a footprint of 22 by 11.5 meters or 72 by 38 feet. Riders board one of two rows that face forward on a singular gondola that is supported between two counterweighted arms that can rotate 360 degrees. 4 multi-directional DC motors rotate the two arms, while the gondola rotates freely in between. To enhance the ride experience, the gondola has pneumatic friction brakes on each end to help control the rotation. At times, the brakes hold the gondola in place, suspending riders upside down. During normal operation, it's common to hear these brakes open and close by making a loud screeching noise. The topspins come with 8 preset ride cycles for operators to choose from, most being 2 minutes long with various flips and moments of extended hang time. There's also the option to operate them manually. During one ride cycle at Serengeti Park in Germany, an operator manually controlling a topspin flipped the gondola 107 times. On an average ride cycle, riders are subjected to the following motions: 5 to 10 360-degree gondola flips, a 180-degree flip while the gondola is locked by the friction brakes, a constant rocking forwards and backwards, and many near flips that invert riders close to 180 degrees. In addition, some parks and showmen have enhanced their topspins by adding water jets or other special effects that come close to riders during the flips and moments of gondola suspension. To secure riders, the original topspins feature a rather complex restraint system, including a lap bar and over-the-shoulder restraint. Looking at ASTM standards, much of what would later define an Area 5 restraint was based off of the restraints found on the topspin. At the time, the ASTM standards defining different areas of restraints were being developed, and the restraints were designed with no precedent on the topspin. There was simply no other ride that featured the rapid flipping and movements of extended hang time that were found on the topspin, making it even more challenging for Hoos to determine a restraint that would be safe and functional. The ride features both a lap bar and an over-the-shoulder restraint, which provides 2 independent restraints, ensuring redundancy. The lap bars also act as a barrier when locked open during the load process, as there's no railing on the front row. When locking and unlocking, the restraints are automatically opened and closed by the operators. The shoulder harness lowers first and locks into position. This then is followed by the lap bar, which pushes against both the rider and the shoulder harness. Huss debuted 3 different models following the Topspin 1. These were the Topspin 2, the Giant Topspin, and the Suspended Topspin. The Topspin 2 was a smaller version of the Topspin intended for showmen who wanted a model that could fit on one trailer inside Europe. This ride still required at least 2 trailers inside the US. This model seats 28 riders. The third model is the Giant Topspin, and it opened at Kings Island in Mason, Ohio as Tomb Raider: The Ride. Tomb Raider was not only much larger than a traditional Topspin at a height of 24 meters or 80 feet tall, but it was also a highly themed and immersive experience. Taking place completely indoors, Tomb Raider featured various show scenes that turned a traditional thrill ride into a highly themed experience. While the theming on Tomb Raider was unique and impressive for a Topspin, the ride experience was generally considered to be less intense, with only 2 full flips. When Paramount Parks were sold to Cedar Fair, Tomb Raider was renamed to The Crypt, and the specific Tomb Raider intellectual property was removed from the ride. Cedar Fair operated the ride for only 3 more years before it was closed in 2011. Tomb Raider remains the first and only giant topspin to ever operate. The final Huss topspin model is the suspended topspin, and this is a modern take on the original design. Suspended topspins are floorless and seat 38 riders, 2 less than the original Topspin 1. The loss of the 2 seats is most likely the result of the modified seats and restraints. Suspended topspins completely eliminate the lap bar and instead rely on a bulky over-the-shoulder harness to secure riders, the same as what you can find on Huss's Giant Frisbees. This allows for a floorless ride experience. Each suspended topspin features a platform that lowers and raises to load and unload riders. The first suspended topspin debuted in 2003 at Everland in South Korea, and one of the most famous suspended topspins is the highly themed Talakan at Phantasialand in Germany. The suspended models continue to sell, with various installations opening up around the world in the 2020s. As for the other models, the Giant Topspin and the Topspin 2 are fully discontinued. Interestingly, Huss still offers the Topspin 1 labeled as a classic on their website. Other ride manufacturers have attempted to make their own variations on the Topspin, and all of them have come up with very different variations. Northern Amusements developed a near clone of the original Topspin named the Superspin. It essentially was a more efficient Topspin, needing only 2 trailers to transport without reducing the 40-rider capacity. Other manufacturers have made different rides with the Topspin's concept in mind. Some examples include the Vekoma Waikiki Wave, Mondial Rollover, Zamperla Wind Shear, and the KMG Discovery, which all feature arms that can rotate independently of each other. We've already made a full video about the Waikiki Wave if you'd like to learn more. Mondial also debuted the Splashover, which features 2 independent gondolas instead of one combined one. Various smaller manufacturers have developed their own versions of topspins as well. Sadly, there have been multiple accidents on topspin style rides, but none of which have occurred on rides made by European manufacturers. Most of these accidents have occurred on rides manufactured in Henan Province, China. These rides have a reputation for being poorly manufactured and designed, with the most common problem being some type of restraint failure, likely due to the restraints added to the rides simply being inadequate for the forces found on this design. Again, all of these incidents have occurred on Henan Province or locally manufactured rides and not on the European models. Around 70 Huss topspins of various types have been manufactured to date, and all have operated safely without any major incidents. The Huss topspin is arguably one of the most intense and iconic flat rides we've ever covered on this channel. Looking back at its history, it was once the staple of fairgrounds and amusement parks alike. Sadly, due to their challenging upkeep, they have slowly and quietly closed down throughout the years. While the topspin is becoming harder to find in America and Europe, they are at least seeing a renaissance in many Asian countries. China alone opened 6 topspins in the last 15 years, with a 7th scheduled to open in 2026. While it's unknown what the future of these rides look like in the US, if you find yourself at a park or a fair with a topspin, be sure to give it a ride. Have you had the chance to ride a Hoos Topspin? If so, what model did you ride and what did you think? As always, thanks for watching this episode of Flat Ride Friday Season 3. If you'd like to watch all remaining episodes of this season without having to wait, you can become a channel member and start enjoying them today. Otherwise, the next episode will be out next week. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.